Hi, and welcome to episode number 14 of the Jefferson Award-winning Get Involved Pittsburgh here on PCTV21 and 47. My name's Tom Baker, and I am proud to be your host of this television show. I always enjoy putting it together. We've got a great cast here for you on episode number 14. It's getting towards the end of the year now, and hopefully a lot of you watching this at home or online are setting some goals for 2013. I'm a big believer in goal setting. Every year on the first day of the year, I always like to sit down with a pen and paper and come up with at least 25 goals. 5 goals are related to my work at Big Brothers Big Sisters, 5 are related to my work with Get Involved, 5 are related to my political life, serving on the school board, all those kind of good things. 5 are related to my civic life, all the organizations, the mentoring, the good things I get to do in the community. And the final 5 are related to my fitness life. When I got ready for my goals on January 1st, 2011, I was weighing in at 249 pounds, which is a lot of lbs, that's a lot of pounds, and wasn't happy about it. So I set a goal to lose weight in 2011, and I'm very happy that through working hard, eating better, working out more, I'm now 70 pounds lighter. So when you're sitting there thinking about your goals for 2013, dream big a little bit. Make sure that you put things out there that you want to get done, that you can get done through your personal life, through your civic life, through your professional life, but also think about your fitness goals too. What's something different that you could do in 2013 to help yourself, help your community, and help your career move forward? And we're halfway done here with episode number 14 of Get Involved Pittsburgh on PCTV21. I'm Tom Baker. Our next guest on the show is Liz Kennon of Kennon Insurance. Hey Liz, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So people in Pittsburgh might recognize you because you are literally always running around Pittsburgh. You are a big time runner.
I am.
So how'd you get into running?
It wasn't until after high school and college, honestly. I came back to Pittsburgh, and one of my best friend from high school married a marathon runner. So we decided to meet up together in Baltimore because she had moved away and run a half marathon together, and we did that, and it led to a marathon.
Yeah, that's good. And you actually manage, I think, or help manage the PSL, the Pump PSL running club, right?
Correct. The Pittsburgh Sports League has a running club. Thursday nights we meet at a different restaurant every week, and we run for, I make maps for a couple of different routes, and then we eat and drink together, and it's a great way to meet people in Pittsburgh.
That's great. Pittsburgh Sports League is a big part of the reason why my wife and I are still here actually too. We
exactly.
just started playing softball, basketball, and the friendships,
yes.
That's a big part of the reason why we're here. So.
And the Run Club is the only one that is free and all year round.
There you go.
You do not have to register, you just have to show up.
Okay, very good. So you had a transition, you went into the family business, I guess, a little while back. How are things with Kennon Insurance?
They're very good. It's been great working with my dad, and it's been good to be in my own on business for myself rather than in the corporate world.
Great. And you're also a member, we're together on the Pittsburgh East Rotary Club. Have you enjoyed your time in Rotary so far?
It's been great. There's just some great people in the group, and it's interesting. I did not think that I would be one of the older and in the majority of females in a Rotary Club, but I am. So
yeah, it's weird. I mean, we're both 30-somethings, and we are like almost the elder statesmen. It's these women of our Rotary Club, which is very uncommon.
Right.
So that's interesting. Well, I'm very happy you and Leanne Weiss are going to be our new co-hosts along with me for the Get Involved Morning Mix series. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Looking forward to working on that with you as well. I know you've been you've been very good at showing up to morning mixes in the past. What do you enjoy about kind of that chance to network and get to know people in the morning?
Well, I've found that since I've gone into business for myself and working with my dad, I work from home. So it's great for me to get out and see other people. Especially to start the day. It kind of gets me charged up and ready to go. And also, I've never really had a sales job before, and I found it's a great way to network. And being that I am focused on selling health insurance, and one of my passions is, making sure that young people who are going off and doing their own thing, having their own jobs or their own businesses have health insurance. It's a great way to meet people and spread that word.
Notice this recent, maybe it's not that recent, but infusion with Propel and all these different women's networking groups. Tell me a little bit just about kind of this great vibe that it seems like there is right in Pittsburgh right now with women in business and even their own business. And what's going on with that?
I actually feel bad for men because as far as networking opportunities go, there's a million out there for women. There's the Women's Business Network, the Propel is a great organization, Chatham has a great program, and I think it's really exciting because women are seeing they can go off on their own, start their own businesses. I see a lot of stay-at-home moms doing something on the side, having a business at home so they can stay at home and raise their children, and to have that network of women to support you and to spread the word of what you're doing is really just fantastic.
That's great. For a lot of people that are watching, at home or online, networking events. I mean, it's a phrase, people think about networking events, they think about maybe being a little bit awkward, a little bit scary. What are some strategies that you've utilized to become successful at networking events and getting out there and meeting people?
I think what's important is I like the style of networking events where you introduce yourselves first. It's important to kind of, get out what you do, what you're interested in, and to really pay attention to what other people are saying, because then after you do the introductions, you can really target those people that you think you would have a connection with, either through business or through some social connection. And you just have to get out there and bite your way into conversations. Sure. and just introduce yourself. I mean, it's a little intimidating at first, but I am not afraid to hold out my hand for a handshake.
Absolutely. So. The other thing too is just researching, knowing what's going on. I mean, I think a lot of times people fall into the trap. They go to a networking event, and all they know what's going on is the weather, right? Mm-hmm. So I think it really is important to kind of keep up on what's going on in the world, right. And sports, all that kind of good stuff too. The thing I've noticed with you, Liz, is that you love talking about running. So that's a lot of times what you'll share with people. You recruit people for your running club, which is a nice thing too. So just your hobby in some ways I think probably helps you with your networking, with your business as well.
Yeah.
That's great. So with running, let's go back to running for a second. I mentioned earlier in the show about that being a big part of how I kind of got my weight loss going.
I know, congratulations.
Oh, thanks. So for you, how many, have you done marathons? Have you done half, where are you at running-wise now?
I've done pretty much every distance up to a marathon, none of those crazy 50 milers for me.
How many full marathons have you done though?
7. My 8th is next weekend in Detroit.
That's great. Well, very good luck. Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, what kind of time are we talking?
We're looking for under 4 hours.
Okay.
My best was a 3:30 once, but I don't think I'll hit that again.
Yeah, I think when I weighed 250, I actually ran a 3:30 half marathon. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't quite that bad, but that's really cool.
It's the effort that counts.
It is, yeah. And I mean, that's very true. And my, with running cross country as a kid in high school, it was never about how fast I finished for my mom. It was always she showed up with that cherry slush puppy and just said that she was proud that I finished, and that's really important. That's the nice thing about your running club too, is that it is social. It's a nice way for people to network and meet each other and make friendships.
And that's what I wanted to mention is that the running group, and there's a number of groups in the community. If you contact me through the Pittsburgh Sports League website, I can give you information on all the different running groups. But in all the groups, there are people of different levels and different skills and different distances. And it's just, I've seen so many people. I've been doing it for about 7 years now. I've seen 3 or 4 different groups of people come through, not have really any friends in their post-college life yet established, make groups and become really bonded and do things outside of running all the time. And it's just such a pleasure to see. And that's really the greatest, I love to run, but the greatest benefit that I get from it is seeing those social connections and also making them myself.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I mean, when I see people do business after coming to one of our Power Hour, Service Summit, Morning Mix, when people come to our Get Involved events and actually continue those friendships, even here on set at all of our episodes of Get Involved Pittsburgh, I see new friendships developing, which I love to see. So that's great that you're organizing things, putting it together for PSL and with the running club. So best of luck with your business. Maybe you can share with our viewers at home the best way to keep in touch with you and to learn about Kennon Insurance and all the good things you're up to.
Sure. Our website's www.kennon, Kennon, insurance.com. And we're on Facebook too under Kennon Insurance Consultants. And if you need any health insurance, if you're a small business or individual, that's what we do. So
cool. All right, we'll keep on running. Welcome, and thanks for being the co-host for Morning Mix. We're going to have a lot of fun together in 2013 doing that, so it should be a good time. Thanks for being a fellow Rotarian as well. Okay, that was Liz Kennon, our third guest here on episode number 14 of Get Involved Pittsburgh. We're going to come back in just a second with Alicia Chatkin from the United Way.